Cool, good life. Hi there. So I'm Bob, and in this live series, we're gonna try and create automated or an IDE that generates AI code that runs locally. So basically, think of Cursor, just like the Cursor IDE, but using your local downloaded LLM, obviously way smaller than the existing ones. I don't know how we're gonna do that yet, but it's okay because we're gonna do it together in a live session, and you're gonna see all the steps I take, all the mistakes I make, and everything. I do this because I don't really have time to edit the videos and create a tutorial out of it. But it's basically my take on Vide coding. So if you wanna follow along, just hop in and let's see how to do this. So we're gonna start by sharing my screen. Cool. So now we're screen sharing. And like I said, we're trying to build a programming IDE in which the code is basically AI generated, or most of it at least. So how we can do that, don't know. But I know somebody who does. And that somebody is AI. So we're gonna go to my weapon of choice, which is Claude in this. And we're gonna tell him what we want, and we're gonna ask him to come up with a detailed plan on how we can get this. But before we do this, let's go to Grammarly, because I write in a really crappy manner. So we're gonna use Grammarly to correct my spelling, and then we're gonna paste the correct text into Claude and see what he comes up with. So again, what do we want? We are building on AI. ID. It's supposed to be code editor, like VS Code, for instance. And have a prompt input section. So the thing is, we cannot actually tell him that we want to build a different version of Cursor because he probably doesn't know what Cursor is. Even though the latest Claude model, which is 3.7, this one might be, no, I don't have subscription anyway, so we're gonna go with the 3.5 one. And the 3.5 one, he's kind of old, so he doesn't really know what Cursor is. Generate with double dash input and generate. So that satisfies matches the user request. We would like to use yes. I think there's a code editor. I think Visual Code is actually an open source project. I don't know if it's Visual Code. Yes. VS Coding. No, never mind. We'll ask him only to JavaScript. Actually, and use any open source IDE available. Open source IDE available. Please provide a list of libraries, frameworks, resources. List of resources that might be useful for this project. Yeah, this sounds about right. So we're gonna ask him what technologies, resources, and technologies. I don't know if I spelled technologies right, but apparently I did. Cool. So let's go and ask Claude and see what he comes up with. TypeScript, React Electron. Oh, okay. Monaco editor. I think I knew about this Monaco editor. But I think state management and all the other. He knows about Cursor? And it's open source? This is weird. Cursor is not open source. Cursor alternatives. Open source compact alternatives. Let's try this one. So what do we have? That Protagonist, Debbie, continue. No. I'm looking for a name that I kind of know, but I don't. None of them actually start anything that I might know. Code OSS. React type node, not Electron and Portauri. The thing is, Electron is for building. Let's go with Electron. And Monaco. We're gonna build it from scratch. Should I start it? No, let's just keep here. I was trying to find the one that VS Code is built upon. Or is the whole VS Code an open source project? Is this clickable? Can we use open source for cool. We get the report provisional time. The system, the open source, blah blah blah. The first police, couple of development environment, study the extensions developed on documentation, beginnings. experimenting with AI code generation extensions. Cool. So we're gonna use code OSS, which is basically VS Code, right? I think. Cool. Let's do like this. We will use the let me just again put this in Grammarly. Yeah. Technologies and mentioned. Alongside, that's a single word. Okay. Anyway, technologies you mentioned. And, let's go for 2 steps. Let's do this in 2 steps. First, we're gonna create just a bigger overview of the steps, and then we're gonna take each step one by one and break it down into small pieces. So create a simple create level structure and implement and this project and implement this project. Okay, let's just do this. And then we're gonna go each step by step and ask him to detail each step. So we need to clone the repository, so to the environment, blah, blah, blah. Architecture design, front-end development, AI code generation. It's gonna be fun, it's gonna take 5 weeks. I thought it's gonna take more, but anyway. Enhance the capabilities. Testing and refinement, 3 weeks. Rewrite components, open AI code. Prompt engineering, that's cool. Can I would like to copy this, and I'm gonna put it in Grammarly, because I have Grammarly here. Document. Yeah. Apparently, anyway, set up the foundation. 2-3 weeks. Let's see how much we can do from this. Okay. He already knows because he has the context, so the in small tasks. With detailed instructions. I'm curious what he's gonna come up with. Let's see how. Whoa, cool! He used new code. That's nice. He's gonna give us the code. I wonder if this works. Is this the right location? So if we go to this, yeah, coolio. And go this, and close both of them. So we're gonna clone Git and create our own repo. Perfect. Then we have Node and Yarn, and we have some Python as well, and also we have VS Code. But the funny thing is, we're not going to use VS Code. We're actually going to use Cursor to create the local cursor variant. It's going to be fun. So we need a terminal. We're going to navigate to my projects folder. And we're going to make directory. Yeah, we're going to make a directory AI code assistant. AI coder. Let's name it AI coder. And then we're gonna just copy paste whatever he says we should copy paste. AI ID. He named it AI. Maybe he's smarter than me. He named it AI IDE project. That's a bit more on the spot, right? Anyway. So he's downloading the Visual Studio Code project, which is apparently quite big. Or my internet is not the perfect internet for this. Anyway, doesn't matter. So after we do this, we need to create a new repository. And create a new repository on GitHub. Set up the repository. Let's do this. I wonder if I have GitHub here. Am I logged in? Nope, I'm not signed in. Okay, but I'm signed in my Chrome. So yeah, cool. I'm gonna create a new repo here, and we're gonna name it. I have no idea how to name it. What was his AI ID project? AI coder. I like AI coder. It's me. Nine. And it's gonna be public, so anybody don't want to lead me anyway, because we're gonna push to the repo very soon. So let's see how this is going. Oh boy, so we're gonna be here for a while. I wonder why. Why is this so big? Does it have binaries? Configuration, users, colon, build. Yeah. This. Linux, Windows. No, this is just oh, but there's a easy way to find out. You can just put since Rust. No, it's mostly TypeScript, but it's huge. Functions, config configurations. They switched to npm. When did they do this? 6 months ago. I can never get this. Like there's npm, there's yarn, and there's npx, and people kind of just go between one another every now and then. So yeah, that's interesting. Okay, cool. So how much longer will this take? Oh boy, this will take quite a while. So what do I have to do? So we have to create a new repository, update the, it's actually a fork. Anyway, update to our repository, then we need to have node yarn. I wonder why we use yarn. Anyway, Python and Visual Studio Code, which we're gonna use. We already have yarn. Review and potentially customized TypeScript config. Yeah, we can do that, but it's probably gonna be okay. Custom scripts. Focusing. You're thinking this is, but it's already in TypeScript, right? So let's see the. We already have a TypeScript config. Does it? Wait. But it looks no. Does it have a band? Download. Click commit. Watch compile. No compile command. That's gonna be fun. So we should add the AI extension build. This is interesting because we're gonna build an AI extension. I don't think there's such a thing yet. Initial architecture design. Create a markdown document architecture. Other components overview. Data flow diagrams. That's interesting. We have to create data flow diagrams and extension mechanism details. That's gonna be complicated because we kind of have no idea what we're doing. But yeah, we'll see. Maybe Claude will help us to step the way, or at least that's the plan. So this is much created. Maybe we shouldn't start with Visual Studio because it's already a big project and it's already bloated or complicated, and it takes like forever. It's gonna take forever. It's undocumented. I can create model open source alternative. Hey, cool! I have a checklist. We're gonna copy this as well. Maybe we should put this somewhere else. I don't know where. Anyway, we're gonna copy this as well. I'm gonna put it in Grammarly as well. Document. Paste it here. Done. We're still at this. We're still at the first step. Maybe it's gonna take between I'm a team of one, so it's probably gonna take double, like 2 or 3 weeks just to get to this point. Yeah, exactly. It's complex to update VS Code extensions because VS Code is already a big project. But we'll manage. Managing TypeScript configuration. This is all the title to can also be a little bit of a problem. And selecting the appropriate AI service. We're gonna use local models. That's at least we know that part. Probably Llama, because Llama is like one of the biggest models that I think you can run locally. So yeah, that's gonna be fun. Okay, so where are we with this? We're at half, and it's already late. So okay, we're gonna do like this. I'm gonna stop the stream here, and then we'll continue probably tomorrow or whenever. I'm gonna leave this running so that next time we continue, we already have the repository checked out, cloned, and then we can just take it from there. Cool. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, even though nobody's tuned in. But cool. Thanks, and catch you on the next one, I guess. Bye.